Hi guys, it is me. I am here and I am going to continue that conversation that we had yesterday about equivalent fractions and how we go ahead and solve them. So I want you to look at these notes with me. And really quick, just give me a second. I have to unfortunately join the Zoom with one more account so that I can spotlight videos. Okay, so give me one sec while I do that. Okay, so now that I have a third Miss Callahan here in this video, I can now go ahead and spotlight. Okay, so here I am. These are the equivalent fractions notes that we took yesterday. Okay, so I want you to have these out. So Miss Harris should see y'all taking all of your notes out at this point, and you're opening up to equivalent fractions. Okay, so when we were talking about equivalent fractions, we made one fraction bar at the top, which represented one whole. Then we took that exact same fraction and we split it into halves, right? 2 equal parts. Then after that, we took a third one. We split it into 3 equal parts and made it thirds. Then we split it into fourths and we saw that 2 fourths was equivalent to 1/2, right? Then we split it into fifths, sixths, then sixths. We saw that 2 sixths is equal to 1/3. Also, 3 sixths is equal to 1/2. And we split it into eighths and we saw some patterns within there as well, right? So what we are going to do now is we are going to continue that conversation from yesterday when we ran out of time and Miss Herb came in and tried to help us with the testing platform that we're going to use on Monday. I had this math activity open, and if you remember, this is what it looks like, right? I have for you to review your notes from yesterday, which is what we're doing right now, okay? Then also I want you to think about equivalent fractions, and if you really goofed on your notes, use this as a reference, okay? This one's perfect. Mine's not perfect, yours isn't perfect, but this one is perfect because it was made on a computer and it is like absolutely precise, okay? So you are going to complete not slides 2 through 6. You're actually going to complete slides, I think 5 through 9, right? Yes. Okay. So you're going to complete slides 5 through 9 independently. So I'm editing these directions right now. Okay. And then follow along before you do 5 through 9 independently, along with Miss Callahan to solve slides 2 through 4. Okay, so I'm gonna just make this a little bit smaller so it doesn't look all crazy. Okay, and you're gonna follow along with me. Okay, let's get it started. Okay, so don't forget, you need to be taking notes as I'm writing this because I'm going to be looking for pictures on each and every one of these slides, okay? I'm not gonna take pictures on slides 2, 3, and 4. You are, okay? So what I would like for you to do now is I want you to open your journal up into or onto a fresh, clean page, okay? So not the one we were working with yesterday, but a fresh, clean one, okay? Here's mine. I would like for you to please write the date at the top, which is 12/11/20, okay? It is the 12th month of the year, the 11th day of the 12th month of the year, and the year is 2020, okay? So we are starting with slide 2 because slide 1 has the directions and that beautiful fraction bar anchor chart for us. So we're going to start with slide 2, okay? So now let's look at slide 2. Slide 2 says 2/3 is equivalent to question mark over 9, okay? 2/3 is equivalent to question mark over, instead of 9, let's do 12. Okay, 12. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to copy these exact fractions into our notebook. So 2/3 is equivalent to, okay, and on our page it said question mark over 12. So now, friends, we know, right, both denominators, but we don't know what the numerator is on the second fraction. So what we're going to need to do is think about the pattern, okay, or what happened from 3 and how did it get to 12? What was it multiplied by? Well, I know my 3's facts, right? And 3 times 4 equals 12. So I know that 3 times 4 equals 12. Now, this, friends, is my denominator. And this is also something new that I want you to do that we weren't doing yesterday, because I want you to be able to visually see what's happening, okay? So I want you to take your dark green crayon and highlight your 3 and your 12, okay? And I want you to do 3 times 4 equals 12, okay? Okay, and now what we're going to do on this next one, okay, is 2 times, we're going to use this exact same rule, times 4 equals question mark, okay? And this is our numerator, so I want you to take your light green crayon and label it, okay? Now, 2 times 4 equals 8. I know that. So 8 equals question mark. So now I'm going to take this 8 and I'm going to plug it into the question mark, right? So 2/3 is equal to, question mark is equal to 8, 8/12. Now this is my answer, so I'm going to circle it. And I'm going to draw a line. This is our solution for slide number 2. So it's going to be your duty to attach a photo of your work that you followed along with me to solve. Okay? Now let's move on to slide number 3. On our page, I want you to put a 3 in a small circle. Okay? And we are going to work together to find the equivalent fraction of this one. Okay? Cool? All right, so let's check it out. Here it is. Slide number 3 says write the equivalent fraction. 2/5 equals question mark over 30, okay? So here we're going to put 2/5 equals question mark over 30, okay? Now let's think back to what we just did. We do know both denominators, right? So let's highlight our denominators. Okay. Now I want you to think 5 times what equals 30? Well, I know if I skip count by 5s until I hit 30, the numbers on my fingers will be the amount of, or will be the factor, okay? Or sorry, yeah, will be the multiplier, okay? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 5 times 6 equals 30, right? So I'm going to use this rule times 6 on my numerator to find the value of the question mark, okay? So don't forget to label this as your green one, okay? Now, I want you to do 2 times 6 equals question mark, right? And 2 times 6, that's easy. It's 12 equals question mark. So I now know the value of the question mark can be plugged in right here. So 2/5 equals 12 over 30. This is my answer. I'm going to circle it. And now I'm going to bounce back to my math activity and y'all are going to take a picture, okay, of your work. Now, here we go with slide number 4, okay? Slide number 4, I want you to draw a line, put a 4, okay? And we're going to look at it together, okay? Now, let's look. Here we go. All right, so number 4 is 3/4 is equivalent to 21 over question mark. So we're going to write that 3/4 is equivalent to 21 over question mark. Okay. Now, we know both of our numerators, 3 and 21. Okay. So we need to figure out, how did 3 get to 21? What did we multiply 3 by to get to 21? So 3 times something equals 21. Well, if I think about it, I can just skip count by 3s until I hit 21 to figure it out. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So my answer is 7. So 3 times 7 equals 21. So now that I know that the rule is times 7, I know that I can multiply my denominator by 7 to find the second denominator, right? So now I've got 4 times 7 equals question mark, right? And 4 times 7 equals 28. So 28 equals question mark. So now I can plug it up. Oh, and I forgot. Sorry, guys. Let's label this. Right? Because we knew our numerators. Now I can plug it up. 3/4 equals 21 over question mark equals 28. This is my answer. I am going to take a photo of it on the classroom, or sorry, on the assignment. Okay. Now, don't forget, I need a picture on this one, and this one. We just did this together. Now you're going to do 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 independently, okay? If you follow what we are doing in here, you'll be just fine, I promise, okay? So think back to what we did yesterday, okay? And think back to the notes that we just took together, okay? And think, how can I solve for the missing numerator or denominator? Okay, I want you to work on this independently. Now, this is a huge one, okay? Once you are finished with that, I need you to do 20 minutes of iReady. Now listen, 80 minutes for the week, not this week, okay? I need you to have 100 minutes for the week because we have so much time now, okay, for you to get caught up on getting those 100 minutes, okay? So you're with me right now. This was a very quick lesson. It was 13 minutes. Your work should take you no longer than 10, maybe 15 minutes to complete, okay? And you'll still have that 20 minutes. You'll have more than enough time to get your iReady done. Now, please remind our friends that need to go to Miss Vega that today you will be going to Miss Vega. You go to her, okay, at 8 o'clock. So from 8 o'clock to 8:30, you are going to go to Miss Vega, okay? Now, let me double check and make sure that that is correct, okay? One sec. I'm just gonna share my screen so that you're not just staring at a blank teacher. Okay, so check it out. This is Monday. I'm just waiting for Friday to load. Okay, cool, Friday. So Miss Vega, yes, 8:30. Okay, I lied. So not 8 o'clock, you're going at 8:30. At 8:30, I need Olivia, Jaden, Nazareth, Sonia, and Royce. Please go to Miss Vega, okay? Don't forget, she's meeting with you today because she didn't meet with you the other day, okay? All right, same thing with reading. At 9 o'clock, I will release the reading YouTube video for you to follow along to. And then at 10 o'clock, you'll go to Miss Vega. No Miss Cruz this morning or this afternoon. Miss Cruz does not meet on Fridays, okay? Coolio, I but we'll see y'all back at 9 o'clock for reading class. Okay? Have fun. Bye.